Hello, Internet. Yeah, this is Video Game After Live. Welcome. We're going to talk about some things, and everybody else seems to know what we're doing. So, I'm Dean, and yeah.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Brenna.
And I'm Chase.
Woo.
All right, let's get talking. So who wants to start bringing up with the subject they brought first? Cool, Ashley does. Sweet.
Sure.
Easy.
Go. So, I'm sure you guys guessed. I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2
I didn't
recently.
guess that, but thanks for letting me know.
I've had to do a bunch of shit recently, so I haven't gotten to play near as much as I've wanted. But I've been looking into the first week of Forsaken, seeing how it went, and there's a lot of glitches and stuff in that game. So I wanted to see if you guys have had any recent experiences in y'all's games of choice that were as glitchy as mine.
Well, you're saying it is as glitchy?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
Jack.
You don't know Jack?
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, who's Jack?
So
It's a good
throughout
game.
this whole week, just about every other day, something new has been wrong. It has
Okay.
been turned off entirely, or just doesn't appear. I want to know if y'all's games of choice have had similar horrendous issues.
So I guess we can talk about our games that
Yeah.
we brought at this point to the table. I brought
Any
Dragon
game,
Quest
really.
11. It's been perfect. There's not been a single glitch.
Dang, man.
Then
Well,
talk
damn.
about a game that has glitches.
I played the Battlefield 5 beta.
Is it
That's not
glitchy?
glitches. And that makes the game not work.
Yeah.
But they'll just be like people dying and screaming in pain, and then they're like, get me up! And then you'll be sitting there and you'll be like, I can't get you up, and they'll just be screaming and writhing in pain in front of you, and you can't get them up, and you're like, war is hell.
Maybe that's
So,
not a glitch.
I think
it's
it works.
real.
It's a feature.
They realize, they're like, wait, if we don't let you get people up, you'll realize, wait.
Maybe war isn't a good. Don't talk about games that have gotten really disturbing. That game's gotten really good screams of on fire or I'm dying in pain to the point where it is incredibly unsettling to listen to someone scream for about 30 seconds straight while they're running around on fire, and you're like, oh, I love video games again. It's
then
finally
silence.
realism's here.
I'm loving it.
It wasn't a glitch. They just wanted you to realize, you can't walk up to somebody in real life and press a button and they're back up.
How about
got shot in the face.
Detroit?
Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is.
I found one glitch. Like, the weekend it came out, I got stuck. And the movement is terrible in that game. Like, the stick's just not very responsive. So I got stuck in between a barrel and a rock that was about 2 inches high.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like a hard reset.
As you do. You're saying you don't get stuck between a barrel and a rock in real life?
It's a rock and a hard place,
Yeah,
Steve.
please. You understand.
No, but
you idiot.
in the spirit of talking about really broken games, I'll talk about like SimCity.
Okay.
I got it when it came out in 2015. It's actually a birthday present from my parents. Because I was like, hey, SimCity is a series that I love, and the new one's coming out. Can you buy it for me? They're like, sure. And that was when I learned pre-ordering was a mistake.
We all learn eventually. I don't.
Eventually.
But,
So it was good?
No, you couldn't get in the game for a week.
There you go.
Oh,
I
wow.
need you to explain the glitch to me.
Yeah. You couldn't
That's
get
a
into the
pretty
game for
bad
a week.
glitch.
I've never pre-ordered any game ever.
Congrats.
mighty.
Yes. Thank you, Chase.
You're welcome. I actually
pointing
agree
out.
with your sentiment too.
Yeah.
No, but traffic got clogged, like permanently. It'd be
Same.
the rush hour.
Yeah. It's
And then for some reason the cars wouldn't want to go home, so they just were stuck
Well,
on
that
the
game has got a
streets.
really weird mechanic where the person that lives in this house doesn't go to the same job every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Which doesn't
it's
make any
all
sense.
like a pool of people
Yeah, no,
and
it's
a
like
pool
they-
of community.
You
That's
live
odd.
here, they will go to the closest job to them, which doesn't make any sense in real life. You don't just switch around to whatever job you want that day, unless I don't know, maybe communism might do that.
I had multiple jobs, so I did not go to the same job every day. I can't believe you're attacking these people.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
In this economy where the minimum wage is only stagnated while the cost of living has increased, I had to get 2 jobs to live.
I'm not saying you don't have 2 jobs. It's just
I
that
have 2 jobs, Dean. Why would you insinuate otherwise?
No, I'm saying, yes, you can have 2 jobs, but you go to those same 2 jobs
No.
every day.
He gets a new one
I was a
every
delivery
few
driver.
days.
I went to a whole
every
bunch of
day
different
you get a
places.
new job.
I was a delivery driver. I went to a bunch of different places.
All right.
We can
I
still
don't
deliver it
Oh,
like
that
a
was
one.
good.
Surprisingly enough, your game leads into the game that I've been playing over the summer, which is City Skylines,
Oh, nice.
which is the better version of that. That actually makes sense, but also is incredibly difficult to get into. And I had to watch like 4 hours of YouTube videos to actually figure
you-
out anything.
Oh, you needed help?
Oh yeah.
Did you like watching the YouTube videos?
No. Oh.
I sometimes like learning how games are played, so I'll just sit down and watch YouTube videos of certain games. Be like, this is an interesting way. I didn't know that people play games like this.
The learning how to play it was not enjoyable, but actually playing it was. Like I enjoyed playing the game, and I enjoyed like some of the people that'll like create challenges. Like this one guy built a map that'll just continuously flood, and so the water just keeps rising. So he has to build walls and try to keep the water out.
Did you do that?
It's really interesting. No,
What did you do?
I've
How's your
basically
city?
not been able to build anything really. It's incredibly difficult, and I still don't understand.
So
it
you
enough.
spent 4 hours learning how to play this game to not know how to play it?
I've probably played like 40 to 60 hours of this game, and I still don't play it as well as others. Like
I mean, that
I
makes
can't get a
sense.
really big
Well,
city.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like,
Well,
can you make a?
I
you
can make a
decent
city.
Can you make a township?
I can definitely make a town.
Okay.
I can make a city barely, and then after that, everything starts to fall apart.
Okay. Like once it becomes like an actual city, then you're like, I made the outline, then it just falls apart.
I started to make money,
Yeah.
but then like the money goes somewhere somehow.
What the?
or people
Where's all the
die,
money?
and I'm just like, hey, because
Well, that's
the
normal.
game is really weird in a way. Like everybody comes in at one time, so they all pretty much have the same lifespan,
Yeah.
which like in normal life that really wouldn't happen.
It's called generations, Dean.
Yeah, but you okay.
Go on, you were saying.
Collect your thoughts.
No.
Come on.
When you start your city, everyone comes in, a massive amount of people, and they all have
Yeah, they all
pretty
come
much
off the ark.
the same exact age.
Yeah.
So they all
Yeah, it's
die at
called-
the same exact time.
Yeah, it's called generations.
That doesn't happen in real life.
Yeah, everyone dies at about the same
It
time.
did originally.
Yes, originally, but
Well, you're making a new world.
you
were
can
talking
see
about
the
the-
highway with tons of
You
people
were
driving by.
You were saying there was a big flood and you had to create walls, stop it, and they come off the ark.
No,
and
that's
there's
somebody
two-
else.
But go on, how's your city's going?
They're all right.
Have you been like still plugging away at it after the summer, or are you just too busy to even try?
Right? No, after the summer, I can't. Like, I'll get on there for like 5 minutes and be like, I should do homework.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
That's my favorite game. That's what I've been playing recently is
Homework?
Homework.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not my
stand
favorite
this.
game, but I have been playing it recently.
No.
It's sort of just like something you do.
I love the game of going onto YouTube instead of doing homework and then just being
That's
like,
a fun
nah.
game.
Why don't you just do both at the same time?
Yeah, no, I can't do that with my homework. I gotta listen to it because it's French.
Oh, same here. Yeah. Yeah.
Woo,
Yeah.
foreign language.
Do you? I just want to actually know. Do you download the audio files and then replay them over and over again just so you can make sure you hear the first word right? Because
I
have to do
rarely
that.
listen to the audio files.
This is a fool's gambit. How is The Taken?
The Taken? The Taken
The
are cool.
Forsaken?
Forsaken's really
How's
good.
the Forsaken
How
King?
are the Flood and Destiny?
They're
Yeah.
awesome, as always.
How's the Forsaken King going?
It's pretty good. The raid comes out later this week.
What's
Comes
it
out
called? Hit me with a name.
Last Wish.
That's a bad name.
Okay, the reason it's a good name.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
The reason it's a good name.
It's Cade's last wish. He's like, I
No.
want you to go into the dungeon with me, dead.
Actually, okay, yeah. Why do you think it's called Last Wish? I want to hear everyone's thoughts. Why do you
that
think?
was mine.
The Last Wish.
Yeah, Last Wish. Why would a raid be called that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like
got an idea.
some message
got-
that
you got an
Cade
idea?
left for
You-
you, and he wants you to do
Cade
something.
6
Okay.
wrote his
Cade 6,
his will.
also Cade Wish.
Cade 6 made his will and put it in a dungeon because
Oh, shit, that's a good idea.
He's a
That's
He's
in the
more-
game.
He's a zany adventurer.
He's a morbid motherfucker. And he's like, you want to know what I gave you? Go kill these guys first.
No, you get Cade's will at the end of the main story.
Oh.
What's the
Yeah.
will? Is it like
It's you get the
you get his cool gun?
you get his cool gun. Yeah, you get
He's
the
like-
Ace of Spades.
He's like, hey, here's my gun.
It's actually a really.
I leave to you my gun.
He leaves
Thanks,
you
Granddad.
he leaves you all of your debts, his job as a vanguard, and his gun. That's
What's a
that's what you get.
vanguard?
They're the people who protect all the people in the last city.
No, no, I
And that's
thought-
what you
I
already
thought they
Wasn't that what a
protected
Yeah,
guardian
you're a
was?
guardian. They're the like top guardians. They teach new guardians. Yeah.
Oh,
So you're saying
So now you're a
vanguards-
top guardian.
Yeah, sort of.
So Vanguard.
Can you go any higher than that?
No, I mean it's really confusing. Okay, I have an issue with that mission because it's really confusing. Because he's like, oh yeah, I leave you the Hunter Vanguard position, but then anyone can get the gun. I'm like, I'm a Titan though, so I can't actually be the Hunter Vanguard.
Yeah, you gotta be the Titan Vanguard now.
Yeah, but that guy's a little bitch for this
Zavala, you
DLC.
mean?
Yeah. Zavala was a coward this whole DLC.
He's just a pacifist Titan.
No.
Which doesn't make any sense.
He's a purple man.
He is a purple man. That's true.
He's played by Lance
But
Reddick.
you're telling me Vanguards don't guard Vans?
I hate you.
Okay.
But do they wear Vans?
Do they
Probably.
wear Vans?
I would assume so. I think Hunters were.
Yeah,
Killing it
But
today.
no, the Last Wish raids are actually a really good name because it's speculated that the boss of this game will be an Ahamkara, which is a dragon, and they were called wishing dragons. And they were super cool because if you would talk to them and they deemed you worthy, they would grant wishes,
I'm
basically.
so
They
mad
would
there are
grant you the
dragons in this
power
game
of the
right now.
Iron
You're mad at
Fist?
the dragons?
I'm so mad there are dragons right now.
Yeah, no.
Why?
Well, he's like, you could talk to them and they will grant you the power. I'm like, of the Iron Fist. What? That's literally the plot.
I'm like, I like the dumb sci-fi stuff, and then it's like, dragons, and I'm like, I hate it.
There's magic in this game already.
So
There's magic in everything, in
let's talk
everyday
about
life.
one
Like
of
when I
Chase's
give a
favorite
wink and someone
games,
smiles.
Monster Hunter World
Shut up.
with dragons.
We're back to this. But that makes sense. It's some dumb
That's true.
prehistoric bull crap.
this is fantasy mixing with sci-fi. That's why Destiny
hate
is
it.
incredible.
I
That's
hate
why
it.
Transformers has dragons.
Thanks, I hate it.
It has dinosaurs, not
And
dragons.
it has dragons. In the last movie they had dragons.
Which movie?
The Transformers.
Yeah, they had
La-
dragons in
it was
Transformers.
Last Night.
Three-headed dragon.
Was it called Last Night? Was
it
that
was
what
called
it
The
was?
Last
Yes.
Night.
Yeah.
A
They
three-headed
both
dragon.
spelled with the K-N-I-G-H-T instead of N-I-G-H-T.
Yeah.
Throws you off.
Because apparently the Transformers had to do with Merlin for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nah, it's speculated there's
Merlin,
an Ahamkara.
played by Anthony Hopkins.
Hopkins.
Wait, was it?
He'd be a he,
that
and his
was Merlin.
Rubit Butler,
Yeah.
who's also a Transformer.
You know what? The Butler was like one of my favorite parts of the movie.
I don't know why.
I mean, there
you watched
wasn't
that
many good
movie.
parts.
Why
but
did
that was
everybody
good.
watch this movie?
Where was a good part
Hey,
in that movie?
I watched them because they
I
are
don't know.
so
when,
bad.
when,
I have to know.
when the old tank transformer almost killed Mark Wahlberg. That was almost,
Okay.
That was almost good.
I'll agree. I like the old tank Transformer.
I don't like any of it. So there's a wishing dragon,
Yeah.
and they're gonna go wish Cade back to life. Got it.
I have a feeling that's probably where it's going.
Cool. Bring,
yeah,
bring
no.
Nathan
Well,
Fillion
okay.
back.
No character development.
The thing is a lot of people want that to happen. I also want that to
What
happen.
if your character just wishes for the
What?
gun to be better?
That'd be really funny. Give me a good gun.
and then they're like, "You could have wished it back."
Give
No,
me
okay.
better gun.
See, they set it up. Wishing dragons could absolutely do that.
Yeah, they're wishing.
But Bungie has stated, no, we promise. Cade
yeah, we
Six
told
isn't
Nathan
coming
Fillion we
back.
can't give him any more money. It costs a lot.
Well, no, because Nathan Fillion was
Yeah.
he was even skeptical. They're like, okay, so you're gonna bring me back for something? They're like,
He's
no,
like, nah.
we promise we're not bringing you back for
we're giving you
stuff.
the
I mean, he's
Peter
got his own
Dinklage.
new show.
They're kind of giving him the Peter Dinklage a little
Yeah,
bit.
they're gonna rewrite all of his old lines for someone else.
Oh, dude, that
That'd
would
be so awesome.
Actually, in this DLC, he didn't even voice this DLC. It was
Oh.
voiced by Nolan North.
There you go.
Nolan North took his job for the DLC.
Finally, something
Speaking
good.
of people that you think would be other people but aren't, that was very vague.
Yeah.
I don't know what that- I don't know what
Tell
you
us where
just
that's
said.
going, Dean.
In Infinity War.
Uh-huh.
Wait,
do you-
this
what?
might spoil things. Never mind. Well, I mean,
dude,
We
It's
just
been long.
spoiled the end of Destiny Forsaken. No one cares in this room.
The Destiny
And
Forsaken.
I don't care. Talk about it.
Yeah, tell us
Okay,
that.
anyways, so when the Red Skull shows up, that is not the original actor for Red Skull
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
It's a completely different person.
Okay.
It's just-
He did a good job, though.
He did, because I didn't recognize it until someone told me later.
All right, so tell me about Detroit.
All right.
About the place of the game.
Tell me about becoming
This
human.
is how patient can Chase be the
This is
show.
how- I don't
Ford
want to listen
Industries
to
based
I
there.
hate Infinite Wars.
They're good wars.
You mean Battlefield?
Yeah.
Infinite Wars.
Infinite Warfare. Tell me about tell me about becoming human in Detroit. David Cage.
Is that like the dude's name?
David Cage is his name.
Okay. You said it dumb, and I was like, is that real?
David Cage, master storyteller, grand visionary,
Brother to
knows about race. Tell me about it.
Oh God, is this game racist? Please tell me about it.
Well, it's about race.
It might be.
Sort of.
Okay, so like
In a metaphysical.
What if androids could be humans? The game.
that's the premise.
And also, you say Martin Luther King stuff.
Yeah, essentially. Like you hold
I dig it.
a political or a peaceful protest. And
It can be not peaceful.
What's the
It can
main-
be not
can?
peaceful.
What's the
Yeah.
main
That's
guy's
cool.
name again?
Which
the
one?
investigator?
David Cage.
David
No.
Cage.
The investigator's name is Connor.
Yes. Hi, I'm Connor from CyberLife.
Of the android sent by CyberLife.
Wait, is it called
I'm
CyberLife
Connor.
in there?
I'm
Yeah.
Connor.
I really don't like that it's called CyberLife.
Why is that?
It's too close to Cyberdyne.
What is
What about
Cyberdyne?
Cyberpunk?
Cyberdyne's from Terminator.
That's true. Ooh,
Ooh. Ooh.
connections.
They're all over the place.
The
For
next,
free.
the next Detroit.
The
game will
Easter
just
eggs
be-
are everywhere.
It'll just be Terminator.
Isn't red ice made out of the blood
I
of
mean,
dead
that was their whole
androids?
fear in the entire game.
What?
That it would be Terminator.
It's
They're like,
red.
they're gonna.
And android blood
uprise
is
and
blue.
kill us
Yeah.
all.
Oh, it's way
They're
cool.
like,
It's
no, we
red.
just want to be human, and they're like, Terminators.
Did you laugh out loud when you saw the red ice pop up as like a drug he was taking? Because I did.
Wait, what happened?
It's called red ice. And
Yeah.
It's a
Red
recurring
ice or
dr-
eyes?
Ice.
Ice. Okay.
Ice.
It's a recurring drug in the game. Like anytime they want to show some character is a drug dealer, a drug addict, it's red ice.
It's red ice.
Nice.
I don't understand what you're getting at.
It was really
Nice.
funny because to me it was like this whole. So the beginning of the game is pretty much like this whole setup of like this is an abusive father. You're gonna see how abusive he is, and you're like, got it, cool, love it, David Cage. And then he's like, and it's
He
like,
does
it's like
drugs.
oh, it just goes red ice, and I don't know why, but it's like the most futuristic dumb drug. It's just like, oh shit, he's using the red eye. I think I'm like, yeah, he's a meth addict, and like
Yeah.
that would have been just the same. But
It
they're
reminds
like,
me of,
nah,
like-
we gotta make it futury and cool drug.
It's like in Dread, whenever like slow mo.
But yeah, but it's like it's a dumb name, and that's why it works.
Would it have changed the rating of the game if it had actually
the game's
been
M.
Is it? I thought
Right?
it was teen.
No, it's M.
That's an
Oh,
M
it's
game.
M?
It's
Okay.
M.
That's
Well,
for
then it
mature
wouldn't be
audience.
kidding me?
They
I
have-
certainly hope
you,
it's M.
Yeah, I
you
hope
get
it's
to
not
help an
teen.
abused child, so it's a rated M game.
I mean, you would think that
And
would
you
be.
shoot her dad.
Yeah, you
Okay,
get
that
to
part.
shoot
Oh,
your
you do
dad.
get to shoot the dad? That's good.
Yeah.
Because the only bits I've seen of that is the dad.
Yeah,
being an asshole.
I love killing.
You can't shoot that. Or you,
The
Oh,
dad-
good! I got the gun at the end of the game and I shot the father. My favorite
Listen,
storytelling.
the dad was an asshole from every bit
Well, hold
that
on.
I've seen.
Hold on. You can shoot the dad, but you cannot. And later on, he has like a redemption scene that you can get to,
Yeah.
where he's like, "I'm so sorry for what I did," and helps you get across the border
I was
to Canada.
a bad.
What?
I was a
Yes.
bad dad. Now I'm a sad dad.
Yeah, he's just sad because
Listen,
you find out that
if-
the daughter is actually a robot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's cool. I like that.
I don't know. They were
Yeah,
leading to it for.
I could kill the father, or I could let him live and become redeemed. I like that one.
Well, no, I like that the daughter's a robot. That's cool.
Yeah, it's super awesome.
It's just neat, okay? I think it's neat.
Fucking radical, bro. She's like rooted.
Except for half the game, she's complaining about being cold or hungry.
Yeah,
or needing
she's a big
shelter,
baby.
and she's a robot. She didn't need any of those things.
She's a big baby.
Does she not know
No,
she's a
no,
She
robot?
doesn't know it,
Okay.
but she didn't actually need them.
Man,
See,
if-
all the risks you thought you were taking didn't matter.
Let this person talk. They played it. I saw you watch it.
You did not see me.
I
watch
did.
it.
I was
told you.
right outside your house the whole time.
He could hear.
Okay, so here's what happens: is
Hit me up with it.
in the final scene, or like the final sequence, going towards the bus to Canada. She finds out in the previous scene that Alice is the name of the little girl, and Alice is an android. And then at the beginning of the next mission, she's like, "Hey, do you want me to turn off your like temperature sensing thing?" Because they thought it would be a good idea to give Alice the ability to feel cold and warmth. So she was like constantly shivering the entire game because you're always in a snowy landscape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, it's like a choice. You actually get to choose whether you turn off the heat
What
detecting
does it
thing.
matter? Does it matter?
Yeah, because they use a scanner at the border to determine whether you're a human or not. And I think if you turn it off, then it detects that Alice is an android.
Oh, okay.
Does she not get in if she's an android?
Yeah, they don't like
Sometimes.
androids. They're called racists.
So what happens is there's a protest led by Marcus.
The good boy.
Not necessarily.
Depending how you play.
Depending on how you play, yeah.
He can also be the neutral boy.
It can
Or
also be the
you can extremely
revolutionary.
aggressive and gets everyone killed boy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that also? It's good though.
Well, like if you go with extremely aggressive, I think your
And then
only
Hillary
option is
Clinton's
to
like,
die.
dang. I guess we'll let them go.
What?
That's how. If you do it all good or complete pacifistic, Hillary Clinton is in like, all right, we'll let him go.
Yeah, he's like, oh no,
That's true.
Is she supposed
was
to
not-
be Hillary Clinton?
Yeah.
She's a mixture of both presidents, is my argument.
It's either oh no,
Nice.
like oh look, they're kissing, let them go, or oh no, they're singing, let them go.
Yeah.
It's like
Is this just
What?
let them go the game? Do you just let people leave?
You get
no,
to sing.
or
Let Them
they
Go.
shoot all of them aggressively on television,
Yeah, and then you set off the nuke.
and then you set off.
That
you
sounds
set
like
off
a
a
cool
nuke.
option.
Well,
I like that.
You
plan.
can or cannot shoot up the nuke.
I would set it off and be set free if I could have all my options on the table.
But to be honest, like the ending scenario where you're kissing and then somehow everything turns peaceful, like everything leading up to that point was super aggressive.
I just like
Oh,
to
yeah.
say like when you're kissing and like there is no identifier of what
Okay,
you're kissing.
when
Marcus
When
is
you're
kissing someone
kissing-
on Android.
Marcus is kissing North.
Are you saying you don't love the romantic subplot of Detroit Become Human by not remembering any part of it?
Can
No,
robots
I
even
was
love
okay.
things?
I was okay. Like at one point, like when their romantic relations like kind of
I
started,
just don't
it was
believe
very
androids
abrupt.
can feel love.
Yeah, that's
still.
what I was going to say.
what I
Can
think.
robots even love
That's
things?
the whole point of this game.
That
Yeah.
is the
I don't think-
exact
Are they
point of this
sentient
game.
or not?
I don't think they are from what I played.
The way they
I mean,
react
you
to
did
things,
play them.
Yeah.
So technically, they're not.
Yeah,
sentient.
I
You
controlled
made
it
the
all. That
choices.
was my choices.
That's true.
but
wait, did you
the
play
girl-
like Stick in the Mud, Connor?
But the girl in the
This is
menu.
Chase.
Do
What
the
do you
job.
So after you
I never played it.
after you finish the game, the girl in the menu pretty much states that the whole game was a Turing test.
Yeah. And
Oh, that's
she's like,
kinda
I've
cool.
been Turing this.
She actually tells.
Chase.
Yeah. She goes, "This is the whole game has been a Turing test.
Yeah.
So do you
And then
like
the
will you
joke
let
you
me
make
go
is, "I've been in
because I'm a
Turing
sentient
this."
being, or do I need to stay because I'm just a robot?"
No, she determines that she's deviant over time.
Yeah.
Like
Because I can turn the
Is the
game
circle
off.
Well,
turns
no,
red.
but like
She
it's
can't
up to
go.
you to decide whether or not she
Essentially.
goes again.
She has a
Which-
red line of death.
The menu lady or the
You
okay.
go rogue.
I would say because I can turn the game off, she's not good enough, so no, she can't
But
go.
if, okay, so it's kind of like your Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, but Monica's
Wow.
a
If we let her go, she will never come back.
Yeah, Detroit Become
If you
Human
let
is
her
just
stay,
a better
or you
Doki
make
Doki
her
Literature
stay,
Club.
and she will always be there.
Monica deleted herself.
Okay, but you
don't get that choice,
You
no.
copied her, and now she's on a hard drive forever, didn't you?
Yeah, she's on my flash drive.
Yeah, there you go.
That's horrifying.
Put her on a flash drive.
Yeah, she. If you listen to the ending dialogue, she asks you to put her on a flash drive.
That's a true
so I did.
Turing test.
That game scares me, honestly.
It's a psychological horror game.
Yeah, it's supposed
Just
to.
like Detroit Become Human.
It's really not horror. It's
You
more
get to
like-
psychologically
listed as a
endure
psychological
how much
horror
of that
game.
game is going to test you.
Well, you know
Why
what?
are you so negative? It's a
I don't know,
fun
is there-
game.
would you say
Androids
that-
have
Okay,
feelings.
this
They
is
can
your
love.
conversation at the table.
Why am I negative? Is that what you just asked me?
No,
You
no.
know Chase.
He's Mr. Negative for
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
yeah, it's from Spitter Boy.
Spitter Boy. That's the sequel.
Spider-Man.
He let it
I love
leak.
Spider-Man. You get to catch pigeons. It's a really fun game.
That's one of the side missions you can do. Or you can run around and find your missing backpacks all of New York, which is like
So speaking
35
of
them.
pigeons, are there robot birds in Detroit Become Human?
Yes!
There you
That's
go.
awesome.
There is
Look how
one,
look how good I am at bringing it back.
two, I think.
There's
No,
only
it's
two
just
robot
one.
birds.
Yeah, there's only two. Everyone else is a real bird. You have
It's
to
in a
point 'em
bird
out. You have to
cage,
go
and you
catch
literally
them
go
with
turn
when
it
you're
on.
web
Yeah, it's in a
slinging.
bird
That's
cage,
how you
and
get
you
'em.
turn it on.
Yeah, and it goes cheap, cheap.
What are their names?
Yeah.
What are the birds' names?
They don't have names.
Why don't the birds have names?
Because it's a
they're
robot.
birds.
It doesn't have feelings.
The other robots have names.
I know.
They
right?
don't.
Yeah,
The other
give
robots
themselves
are
names.
androids. These birds aren't androids because they
Oh, okay. So
look
these
like people.
okay, so these robots.
These are just
Oh, these are just robots. Oh, okay. Cool.
These ones don't
Oh,
count.
good. Yeah. Back to racism. I see.
You're a robo-racist, okay?
This game divides people.
Looks like you
Clearly.
failed. Looks like you failed the Turing test at the end.
Speaking of dividing, how about that new Division game?
Why did you bring this?
Because nobody likes that.
Then why?
Why not?
Okay, good talk.
Hey,
What were you
I think they
saying a
should make-
second ago, though?
I think they should make a new Ghost Recon Wildlands game. It's
you
called Re-Ghost, Re-Recon,
All right,
Re-Wildlands.
cut them off.
Stop.
Cut them off.
Yeah,
cut
okay,
them
All
off.
right.
no.
But what were you saying a second ago? Before there was
oh.
like two conversations.
Is there a difference between like horror and just blood and gore movies?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nope.
There's
I
absolutely.
mean, there's
no
just
difference.
gratuitous violence.
See,
and
a horror movie without gore is a thriller, and then a horror movie with gore is a horror movie.
You don't need gore to be a horror movie.
Yeah, you're just a thriller then.
But then you just be a thriller.
No, that psychological horror can
yeah, it's
like
yeah,
not have
psychological
That's a thriller.
Yeah.
gore. No, horror.
Horror has to
Thriller.
have gore. You can't spell
It
gore
doesn't-
without horror.
Chase.
Yes, you can.
Chase.
But yeah, it's just called a thriller if there's no gore in it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
no.
It's Michael Jackson.
Well, it makes a horror film then.
Whether
You're
or not
right,
it's horrifying.
Well, that's what makes a thriller. It's thrilling.
You can be thrilling without being scary.
Yeah, but
but
you can also be a horror film without being scary.
So what
They're
is
still
The
called
Quiet
horror
Place?
films.
no, that's what horror is. It's a
Yeah.
scary movie.
No, it's being horrible. All right. Now, tell me about Age of Empires.
Age of Empires 4 is coming out, guys.
I'm
It's
excited.
great.
I love Age of Empires.
Do you?
Yeah.
What's it
Skeptical,
about?
But it's great. It's okay. So it's a.
Remember that cheat you put on Age of Empires 2 where your car comes out and you can shoot dudes with a car? Age
Okay,
of
no,
Empires
I'm
2?
not skeptical. Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah, it's a good game.
But anyways, it's a real-time strategy game, third person. And you kind of control your little empire.
Okay.
And you fight other people.
It's
and fight
over.
them.
It's top down. It's an RTS. It's not.
Oh, not third person.
You're not behind the back.
I meant
You
top down.
imbecile.
I meant top down. I said third person.
No, go ahead. Keep going.
I mean, technically it's third person. It's just a top-down third person.
What is the person that's being thirded?
A drone.
All of them.
Answer me this.
It's a drone.
Everyone.
Every person.
Each one is the third.
Yeah, there you go.
But
Alright.
it's not. It won't. That game won't come out until like late
2020.
2018.
Yeah.
So, and I have no idea what the game is going to look like. They have a teaser trailer out, which just has
What do you
artistic
want out of it?
renditions. I just want Age of Empires 2 with better graphics.
Do you not like Age of Empires Trace?
No, no one does.
How come?
Because it was, I don't know. I really hated
come?
the round map, and the whole idea was it was all based around finding the new world,
Yeah.
and so it
Good,
just-
good setting idea.
You weren't building an empire. You were building an outpost, and you had like
Yeah.
a home city they could send
Actually,
you
it's
with
called a
stuff.
colony.
Okay, whatever. It was more of an outpost.
Yeah, Dean.
But
That's what
you
colonies
would
are.
you could build up, but there was only so far you could build.
Yeah.
And then you were just done. You couldn't do anymore. Which in the older Age of Empires, the 2 and 1, you could build as far as you want. You could build the entire map if you wanted to. But the
Yeah.
other game is just kind of like, all right, now you're here and you don't have any more resources because there's no more trees on the map. I mean, I guess you could do that with the old ones.
Can't you just plant
But
trees?
there were a lot more trees than the old ones, so
It's
it's
true.
harder to run out.
This is deforestation
Was
simulator.
Age of Empires 3 just harder for you, and so you
No,
were
it's
scared of
fine.
it?
No.
You're just a child.
Did it hurt you?
No.
No.
Maybe.
I haven't played Age of Empires 3 in a long time. I'm going to boot that game up and see what that's like again.
I have it on Steam.
Yeah, we should play Age of Empires 3, Dean.
All right, let's do it.
I'll be honest. I have Age of Empires 2 HD, whatever.
Yeah.
And I opened it, looked at the interface, and then closed it.
Wow, it's
That
a really
hurts
good
my-
game.
That hurts off my soul.
I love it. The graphics aren't have not hung up.
That's
but
me
they're,
not being
they're really
sarcastic.
good.
That's me being sarcastic, and he said honestly. That was me making the thriller argument like a couple minutes ago.
No, I could not.
That thriller argument hurt me.
I could not try. I mean, RTS is not my thing
Genre?
either.
Yeah. You know what's
But-
better than Age of Empires 2, though? Age of Mythology.
No.
Whoa,
no.
what's that?
Yes,
No.
actually.
No, what is that? Tell me that.
yes.
I hate that game.
I played that game so much.
I hate you.
Chase, explain.
Age of Mythology is just like what if it was Age of Empires 2, but with magic monsters.
Yeah, it was a spin-off which
Yeah.
added like myths and Greek gods and everything, and I just
I like that one
hate it.
more.
No, I hate it.
Yeah, I played that one like
See, I like history more than
a lot.
mythology.
History and mythology are
How do
always
you-
intertwined.
Yeah, I mean,
How do you know
You
mythology is
can't
not
study
history,
Islamic history
Dean?
without studying the Quran. That's just how it works.
okay, that's a good point.
How do you know mythology is not history, Dean? You can't just discount people
That's why
like
it's
that.
called a myth.
I mean,
That's why history is not called histology.
I mean, if
If it was
you look
called
at,
mythery, then like maybe I'd give it a chance.
I mean, if you look at the definition of the word, Christianity is a mythology. So
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that.
everything's a mythology.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's
that's
also
not
history.
true.
Well, he wasn't arguing that. He conceded the fact that you have to study myths and history like 5 minutes ago, though.
I did, yes.
Oh, listen, I didn't hear your concession.
You already agreed that, like, yeah, okay. You were just like, yeah, why are you agreeing?
This is like earlier when
dare
I
you
was like
agree?
saying something
I
and
just
you were
like
arguing with
arguing.
me, even though we
Arguing's
agreed.
fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
So tell me about those robot birds.
I like robot birds.
What is this?
Just the one parrot.
Me trying to move this conversation along?
No, wait, we haven't talked about your game.
Why are we bouncing?
tell us
though?
your
We have to
game.
be here for a bit, guys. I played Dragon Quest XI, and by played, I'm still playing. It is the 11th Dragon Quest game. The 10th one didn't come out in America. And this game is rock solid, traditional JRPG goodness, which is a Japan game with the RPG elements.
Are there dragons in it?
Yeah, there are definitely dragons in that game. I have yet to fight one has chased me and it killed the ground around it.
Nice.
Yeah, I was real mad. A bunch of metal slimes ran away, and I cried a little bit because the metal slimes are. Yeah, so you ever seen like the little blue balls with like a spike out top? Like they're like, and that's called a slime. That's from Dragon Quest, and that's the game that invented them. And then there's metal ones, and they're really rare, and they give you a bunch of EXP. And then the dragon was chasing me, and all of them ran away, and I was like, my EXP. And it made me sad.
See, the thing is, I picture him saying it exactly like that. Just, oh, my EXP.
Wait, what are you playing it on?
Playing the computer, so it came out on the PS4 and the PC, not on any other systems, I believe, right now. Maybe it'll come to Switch, maybe it'll come to Xbox, but I kind of doubt it. It's really good. It's like a really classic traditional RPG style, which is like it is turn-based and there is no active time battle. Like you can run around on like the little map you're fighting on. It doesn't do anything. There is no point in doing it. It's just like I'm just gonna do this for the fun of it, and it's just a kind of classic. A lot of like hanging out with your buds. You're like, we're gonna go save the day, and then the adventure just continues on. You like, I went to a town. They're like, there's a big fish out here. Can you kill it? And you're like, you know it. And then you
So
do
it's
it. They're like, wow, great job. All right, and you go to the next point now.
So it's like a simplified D&D that goes forever on a computer.
No, it doesn't go forever. There's like a set story to it.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, like so
Oh,
you're like
it sounded like you could just go
oh
forever.
yeah, so you're the luminary, which is the reincarnation of like the god's power, pretty much. And you're like, and he's like, hey, go to the big castle. They're gonna help you. And you get to the castle, like, we're not gonna help you. We're gonna kill you. And you're like, darn.
Shit.
Oh no.
And you're like, geez, dang it. And then you meet your best bud, and he's like, let's get out of here. My new best bud. And you're like, all right, cool.
Who's your best bud?
Eric.
All right. Good name, Eric.
Yeah, Eric. And then you go on a globe-trotting adventure recruiting new best buds, and you go try to save the day.
How does your first best bud feel about you?
Getting more
Recruiting
best
a lot
buds.
of other best buds.
He's like, all these people are real dumb idiots sometimes. Like there's like a little child who was once not a little child, but had all the magic drained out of her. She's like, I got all the magic back, but I'm still a little child. And she just acts like a 22-year-old, but in the form of a 6-year-old. So she's like, I hate everyone around me, and I hate you. And I'm like,
Wait,
shut
that's
up,
how
you
a 22-year-old? Well, that's...
Yeah.
How old are you?
Have you met me?
Yeah.
Probably like they're like actually 16, but they're like, come on, help me. And they're like, shut up, you young child. I'm not a kid. And that's everyone just talks to her like that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good. And then like her actual younger sister is just kind of an idiot. And then she's like, you dumb idiot. And everyone's like, why is this young child yelling at this adult? I really like it. And then you get Silvado, who's like this very effeminate juggler, trickster character who's just the best character in the game, who has literally like the most abilities you can get. It seems like he's the biggest tree, because he's the most experienced, and he's the best. And he just like goes like, all right, boys, let's go do this, and then kills everyone. And you're like, everyone's like, Jesus Christ. And he's just the best, and no one can disrespect him.
I love it.
Everyone disrespects Eric.
Kind of like Alfred from
Yeah.
DC, you know?
Yeah.
He literally could beat Superman's
Yep.
ass.
Yeah, sure.
Fine.
Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah, that's the thing. Alfred is the most powerful character in DC universe.
Well, damn.
I know. It's kind of the stupidest thing ever, but...
Yeah.
It's a very fun JRPG, and they're all like, each little area you go to is like a different pastiche of cultures. So like, I went to Japan land, and it was like in the volcano, like, want to go to our sauna? And everyone only spoke in haikus that I can't remember, so they just spoke in only haikus, and I was like, this is dumb, and I like it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, or like I went to like Aloha, like everyone just kept saying Aloha, this is like a Hawaiian area. And I was like, well, I gotta go help
Was
this
it Alola?
Yeah, pretty much. And then I had to go help this mermaid who was like
Ariel and Eric?
pretty much.
Makes
But they're like, that was more sad, where it was like, she's like, I gotta find my lover, and you're like, all right, I'll go look for the lover back at home, and that guy died like a long time ago. His mermaids live forever, and she's like, oh shit, we do live forever. and then got up on land, kissed the grave, and descended into water and killed herself. And I was like,
shit.
and she's like, I left you a harp, and you're like, this harp takes her into water and transports you. I'm like, da da da.
What the fuck?
What? And I was like, the adventure continues.
That
Now,
seems really fucked up.
do the dragons have names also?
Yeah, there's like green dragon, black dragon.
I think it was meaning like Alduin. Or,
Yeah, like
or things
actual-
no,
that.
they're just there's like a bunch of dragons.
Oh,
They're like
okay.
just regular enemies. You're like, suck it, nerd. And you hit it with a sword. And it's like, ah, shit, you
Suck
got
it,
me.
nerd.
Yeah, and then it just breathes fire and kills you. But yeah, just like the game's like very like every enemy is a pun name except for slimes, but those even become dumb. It's like blue slime, regular slime,
So they're
orange
literally
slime is
Pokemon.
she slime, slime with tentacles that heals is heal slime. Then there's just like it just continues down that line forever. And there's like a slime with a big crown on its head. It's a bunch of slimes put together and goes, ah, it's king slime. And you're like, hell yeah, boys.
It makes sense.
It's just like jokes like that forever. I think there's like Cruel Cumber, I think was one of them. It's just a big cucumber with a sphere, and it's called the Cruel Cumber. I'm like, this is a good game.
That
That
sounds.
sounds like a good game to
It's
me.
just
Looks like Pokemon,
It's just
honestly.
super lighthearted and fun, and like it's the game that leveling. Like I'm playing like 40 hours. I'm like level 26. Leveling takes like a long time, and you only get like 2 points to your skill tree, and things cost like 16 points sometimes. So like right now, it's like, oh, my guy has a big sword. Eric has 2 daggers, and everyone else is kind of whatever. I think my long lost little older sister has 2 fucking knife like hands, and I'm like, all right, we're going on
Y'all go with
adventures. It's like I can use a spear, and I'm like, the other person's using a spear, you're using the knife hands. Let's go. I think they're just called claws.
This is great.
Knife
Yeah.
hands just made me think of that YouTube video with the llamas. He's like lots of baby hands all over the place.
Oh, llamas with hats.
Carl.
Yeah.
I've never seen this.
What?
Great.
Yeah.
Carl, that kills people, Carl.
So tell me about the Destiny second,
The Destiny second.
Forsaken King.
In the Forsaken King, there's let's see.
Wait,
There's 3
I'm getting
classes.
confused of what
There
the
are
name is
3
actually.
classes.
Destiny 2 for
Did you see my
Okay.
script that I erased earlier? Because that's how
No.
it started.
Because like it sounds like Taken King, but also it starts to make me think of World of Warcraft.
It's
with
just
the Forsaken.
it's just called Forsaken.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's
but he's
called
the
the
Forsaken
Forsaken
King. I started
King.
getting
Yeah.
really
It's
confused.
the Forsaken King. Yeah.
So when's Sylvanas come into it?
Sylvanas shows up during the next expansion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she leads the horde.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish she
I
wasn't,
am a
honestly.
fan of Sylvanas.
I want her
She's
to die
Why?
because she's stupid.
Sylvanas is cool. She's
No.
just kind of
She's not a leader of a horde. She's the leader of the undead. And
That's-
she just makes the
that's
horde
true.
undead.
she's done a lot of Hitler moves early on in that
Yes,
campaign.
by killing her own people.
Yeah. She literally gassed a city. It was
Was
For
it a
the-
good or a bad idea?
it was a bad
It was a
idea
Why was it a
stupid
bad
idea.
idea?
because she killed the majority of her own troops also.
Why did she do it then?
So that they wouldn't get the city.
Yeah, so
I mean, I guess it's asset
she
denial.
was like, if
denial,
I can't
but
have it, no one can.
I
And
agree with this.
Not even herself.
destroyed it. Yeah, not
I
even her.
agree.
Then, okay, here's what's really fucked
That,
up.
that works well.
is-
Why didn't you choose the gas on the enemies that were to
That
the
was a
left?
good question.
yeah,
So,
So-
well, she did, and then they blew it away with a big fan.
yeah, they had a big fan.
Why didn't the horde just use a big fan? They're dumb.
The
It seems like the horde is designed
Well,
to
no, it
lose
seems
this.
like she gassed the city. I don't know why the Alliance just didn't do that a second time.
Yeah.
Why the Alliance just didn't blow the
Yeah, when
gas
they use
away?
a second big fan.
The fan was it needed to charge.
Well, even after it,
Yeah, well, then again,
once
they'll
it charged
just-
up,
yeah.
just blow it away.
Yeah,
Once
the Alliance is also dumb.
Once Jaina Proudmoore just
Jaina,
blew the
it's
fan,
Jaina. I don't know. What
we
the-
were all like, wow.
See, you start this like it's a cool fight, right? And then she
Is it?
kills. Yeah, it's a pretty cool fight. She kills a lot of the Horde and the Alliance, and then does the asshole thing of just resurrecting all of them. I'm like, why are you doing this? You
Wait.
literally got pissed
Why is it an asshole thing to resurrect them?
because then she's just in control of them. They're not like their own people anymore. Like they,
Okay, but like they were dead, so they weren't their own people anyways.
but like let them just be dead.
Why?
Well, that's a big thing in the Horde. Dying with honor.
Yeah.
And now they're corpses
Yeah, I know how
brought back, and they
racist the
can't be-
horde is in the game.
They can't.
Whoa! How dare you? I'm
Oh,
part
yeah,
of the Horde here.
Yeah, Taurans. They're real
Okay,
great.
Taurans
They're
are-
real good. Nothing wrong. Trolls also perfect. Nothing going. Oh
really hate
no!
Listen,
Yeah, go ahead. No, you hit me up
Listen.
with it.
You gotta look
I
past
like
this.
orcs.
You
Okay.
gotta look past it. Gotta look really
past.
far in the distance. Gotta just choose the alliance.
No,
For the Horde, man.
the Alliance.
But I
is
can't
like,
play a gnome.
The
on the
Alliance is
Horde.
like the most specious thing ever. If you don't
Yeah.
look humanoid, fuck you.
Yeah, they're assholes.
And then they only
But
let the
Draenei
war-
don't look like humans.
Do they walk on two legs?
Yeah, but so do Tauren at that point. You're arguing that Taurens are
good
human
point.
looking too.
I mean, yeah.
Every race in
but-
this game walks
see,
on
the
two
Draenei
legs.
were
dude.
like-
Not when I'm polymorphed in a bear, you dummy.
The Dread-Eye were like, oh, we're people of light, and the Alliance is kind of like,
Yeah, Blood Elves were
guess
like, we
have to
worship
take
blood.
you.
And you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Of course they're
they're
not
like,
going
I
to
guess
take
we
them.
have to take you
Yeah.
because you're on the good side, and that was the only reason why. And then
Yeah,
with
they
the
could be
werewolves, they're like,
paladins.
oh, the Night Elves took you in. I
Well,
guess we have to help you now.
I mean, the thing is, they weren't always werewolves. Like,
No, they weren't. They
had
were
an out,
humans.
yeah, it had an outbreak, and then they were just like, well, I guess we can't just kick you out because this happened to you, so we'll begrudgingly let you stay,
Yeah.
which is shitty of the Alliance. I don't like the Alliance. They're assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Horde's really good
I
too.
mean, they
I've
don't
heard
really have any good
resurrected people
stories.
from the death, and you didn't like that either. It seems like everyone's on
Listen,
solid
okay,
ground.
I don't like Sylvanas' choices.
No.
She is not a good
But also,
ward.
she
Like,
leads the Horde, right?
Yeah,
I don't.
So therefore,
not my horde.
recursively logic here.
it's not my horde.
It's not my horde.
That's not my alliance. My alliance
It's
loves
no
everybody.
one's
and they're
alliance,
good
and it's not
friends.
my horde.
Yeah, the alliance loves everybody and is my best friend.
I saw a post where it's like, we just need to make a third faction, where everybody from both teams who hates their team just goes there.
No, that's where you go and make a Pandaren,
Yeah,
and
it's
you just
called being a
never,
Death Knight.
never choose. I saw a video of a dude who literally leveled up 2 max in just the Pandaren area farming. That's all he did. He just
oh my
farmed
God,
as a
that would've been
Pandaren.
amazing.
Yeah,
It took probably forever.
Yeah, because you get shit experience for just sitting there farming because they want you to
No.
leave.
That's awful.
But no,
that game's dumb.
it's a pretty
So
dumb
World of
game.
Warcraft.
Yeah, World of Warcraft. Okay,
It's back.
it's back.
Yeah, there's goblins.
There are goblins.
There are gnomes.
There are new versions of old races, which
I
is
still
really
don't
cool.
What does
understand the
that
whole
mean?
goblin race.
It
though.
means they have like for the
They're
orcs.
small orcs.
well, like their
Yeah.
leader literally enslaved your character,
yeah, it's
and
fine.
your character just follows him.
That's goblins.
They do the goblin thing.
Yeah, he's enslaved
Yeah, the
his
Horde.
entire populace.
Yeah, I've heard
treats
the
them
Horde is a
awfully.
really good thing though. So
They are.
It is a really good
except
thing.
for when it's bad leaders.
That's why I think we should bring everyone who's dead back to life and
No.
give them no will.
No.
No,
That's just the. Lich
that's what
King.
the Lich King did.
What's wrong with the plan that works?
So in your world, a perfect world would be where one guy is in control of so a hive mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not a hive mind. A dictatorship of the entire planet.
Yeah, but
Well,
that guy
hive
has a
mind.
cool helmet.
It's just one mind.
He does have a
controls
cool
everything.
helmet. It's a pretty dope helmet and a cool
That's true.
sword.
There you go.
The new guy's got like magma veins.
See magma veins?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Magma cracks on his skin.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know.
What are we talking about? You saying there's new races?
there's new races that are old races.
Okay.
So
Sort
I don't
of.
like this
yeah,
at all.
like sort of like they have the High Mountain Taurens. They have.
What does that mean? Can I pick Torn and goes now you can be high mountain?
Yeah.
Tauren?
Yeah. Yeah, like
moose antlers.
Moose antlers instead of just
Ooh.
horns.
Instead of horns.
Are they still like racist?
They're
Yes.
Taurens.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can
Then
also have.
the Nightborn elves, which are just vampiric elves.
Mhm.
More
Wait,
so
do you
than
get
the
like
blood
special
elves.
abilities? Is it like this time you get to suck the blood?
You get to be from that place.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you don't just get it when you get the expansion. You have to
You have to
build
play through it,
reputation with
yeah.
that, and also play through the whole campaign. And then once you get to Exalted, you can play that.
Yeah, you can make a new character.
Which
that's that
I don't
race.
have the fucking time to do that.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
don't
never
either.
gonna get those races.
Okay.
But the orc one's really cool because
Nor
you
am
get
I
to
buying that
be
expansion,
you get to
so-
be the orcs before they got corrupted by the fell blood.
Oh, this would be red.
Yeah,
Woo.
it's all the same like character designs.
Can't wait to
just
get exalted
new.
and beat the campaign and then get to play as a red man.
Yeah.
That sounds
What's the other
racist.
side? Oh, there's the
Welcome to the original orcs.
The dark iron dwarves.
Yeah.
You can play as a
Dark Iron Dwarf?
I don't want to.
As a what?
I was gonna say the
As a what,
color, but
Dean?
it didn't. That no.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Come on.
A noir colored dwarf.
A Drugar.
Yeah, Dwergar. Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly. And yeah, so it's just.
What
a
about the
dwarf.
trolls? Troll get an alternate?
Yeah,
they do.
trolls-
The
trolls do.
Zandalari trolls actually look different.
But the voice for the Zandalari trolls is really racist. Whenever you're
I've
like,
not heard it.
Unlike the original troll voice, which
It's-
was super good.
Racist.
all the
Which
trolls,
was like, yeah, man.
they're like that but more.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
it's-
What's wrong?
I love their druid forms though.
The druid forms
Those are
are
really cool. Like you turn into dinosaurs instead of just the normal like
Oh,
bear,
that is cool.
bear cat. And
Well, looks like I gotta play World of
Bear
Warcraft
King?
now.
Yeah. Like you don't have to be a bear, you get to be a T-Rex.
you get
Yeah,
to
that's
be
what I'm gonna
a
do.
Triceratops and a raptor. And a
Oh, once World of
T-Rex.
Warcraft goes free to play, I'll think about it.
It's free to play up to level 60,
That's too much work.
No,
isn't it?
free to pay. Oh wait, no, free to play up to level 60, but you can only do something up to what is it up to 20?
Hang
No, you
out.
can only level up to 20.
No,
I
it's
thought they
20.
changed it to
No,
60.
free to play is 20.
Well, damn. fuck me.
Yeah, I know, because I was like, I'm gonna get back into it, and I played
Yeah.
the 20, and I was like, well, shit, now I can't.
Now I can't go anywhere. Yeah.
Also, I wanted to play my old character. It was already 85. I didn't want to
Speaking of
start
Destiny 2, what is this expansion about? 'Cause I have literally no
So
idea.
this
with it.
expansion.
Page 6 died. You're finding
Yeah.
his will.
Well, I got
That's it.
that.
So this expansion
That's it,
That's it.
is
pretty much.
it takes place in the Prison of Elders, which
I don't
is
know what that
a
is.
place. It's a place where you hold the big bads who are really bad.
Is that like you? Did,
Because they
are
told
there
you
anyone,
they're
is there
bad.
anyone actually in there? I thought
Yeah.
we just killed everyone.
No, there are people actually there. I don't know how they got there because I kill everyone I come across. But
Okay.
you know, they're
Are
there.
there like just like some dude who's like, I remember you?
Yeah.
You know, that would be the place to put a Titan, or not a Titan, a
How dare
Guardian.
you.
A Guardian? That's evil? That would be a more cool story.
Has there been evil
like
guardian
Dredgen.
yet?
Yeah, Dredgen Yor.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Dredgen Yor was the
Was
most
that the
despised.
Iron-
Is this something from the
Okay,
lore?
let's
Is
let's
this-
get into
Is
the
this from the
lore.
lore, or is this from a
It is.
from
Is
the
this,
actual
is this
game?
no? Is this from the lore? Or is this in the game? Like, can I fight that bad boy?
You cannot fight that
All
bad
right,
boy.
then no.
Can you
no
ever
You can
see
get
cracking-
his gun though.
No cracking
Can you ever
into
see
it.
him?
then.
You,
Sorry, I can't crack
it's-
into it. It's on the game.
Speculated
It's on the
that
game.
you can
No,
see him.
no,
Yeah,
no.
no.
The
no.
good part, the
Wait.
good story, is not even in the game.
Yeah.
You can't crack into the lore if I can't shoot him. That's the rules.
Yes.
Then good thing I brought up the hive because you can shoot those guys.
Yeah, you
But-
already did that video.
Yeah, I know it was fun. But
Is there anyone in there from
this-
the actual game you remember from the previous games? Is there like a
From the
guy who's
Yeah.
like,
Stranger?
hey, I'm the guy from Destiny 2, the original villain who turned into a big smoke?
the main I don't know. He's sort of the main
Gary.
villain. He's sort of the main villain until he turns into an asshole and just kind of dies. But Uldren Sov is
that?
he's the queen's brother from the Reef, who is just kind of an asshole to you in the first game.
Oh yeah, and then he kills.
Which-
And then he's the guy that kills Cade. Yeah.
Apparently,
you're
he
like-
had a story in the first game that they totally
He
just
did,
cut
they
out.
cut it
'cause,
out.
You know, in the trailers for the original game, they had cutscenes with him in it, and then they weren't in
They
the
just
game.
got rid of him.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
happens.
that's why he's here now.
That's why they have a
And
second
he's
game.
mad because he's like, my sister died.
His sister
You
was
caused it, even though she
killed
sacrificed herself
by
to save everyone
the
else.
yeah
By the
well
hive.
okay the thing
By the Taken King.
by the Taken King, but she's in the Ascendant Plane. I swear she's not dead. She's in the Ascendant Plane.
Okay,
The
heaven.
Ascendant Plane.
Do not. Can I shoot the Ascendant Plane?
You can go there.
Yeah, can I shoot it though? And
You
make
can
it
shoot
disappear?
things in it.
And make it disappear?
No,
Then
it's a plane
no,
of
the lore.
existence.
The lore does not.
Wait, hold on,
fit.
Chase. Can you shoot our plane of existence and make it disappear?
With a powerful enough gun, I could.
I bet Oryx could make our
Right.
plane of existence
Yeah.
disappear.
And enter the gungeon. There's a gun that aims at your head and it shoots time bullets and sends you back in time. So
That's
work
pretty
on
cool.
it. I'm working on it.
But yeah, no, Uldren is just
Alright.
kind of a whiny little bitch the whole time.
He's like, man, I hate that my sister died.
he's an emo the whole time.
Yeah,
You
he's like,
did
dang,
it.
I
I'm
hate that
gonna
my
kill
sister
your
died.
favorite
This does make
character.
me sad.
Bow.
Well, no, okay, because he's being corrupted, right? He sees his sister all the time, telling like, "Hey, do this thing, like, do
Yeah.
this thing."
What's
She's like,
corrupting him? The Taken King?
No,
No.
The
it's
Taken King?
A big brain.
no, it's
The Forsaken King?
the eye
The
of
Forsaken King?
the eye of Riven.
All right, the Eye of
The
Riven.
eye of Riven.
Okay, of Rivendell.
No, just Riven.
The Eye of Agamotto. Got it.
Yeah. So
Riven-
what's the Eye of Rivendell?
The eye of Riven is a big
Brain?
circle monster.
Is it
that-
an orb?
It's a big orb, yeah.
I thought it was a big brain.
It's a Pokeball.
It's an orb with a mouth in the middle and tentacles.
Okay,
it's
not
good
a
So what is
Pokeball.
is this a part of the darkness? Like he's like, I'm
It-
just another darkness
The
monster.
darkness doesn't exist, apparently.
It's from the Ascendant Plane.
Mm.
Yeah,
This
that
is
got
on the
retconned
show.
out. There is no darkness really.
They just like took the storyline from the first game and just like, nah.
Chase, checking the
There's
timer.
47 minutes. Okay.
Okay, but
Folks, what?
So-
no, I actually need to know. What do you mean the darkness got retconned out, and why
Okay.
am I so mad right
Didn't even
now?
get retconned out. They were just like,
They
oh
just
yeah,
ignored
this
it.
whole thing
The
we're
end of
fighting-
wasn't the end of Destiny 2 like, and then the darkness is coming? Was like the whole
No.
ending of Destiny 2?
nope.
What was the ending of Destiny 2?
The ending of Destiny 2 was some unknown force is outside in space.
I thought that was like the
But
darkness.
they were still talking about the darkness at that point.
Yeah, they were talking like
they-
Gary's like, I am the light, and
Yeah,
so
the light's
darkness
a
is
thing.
still implied.
No, the darkness
light's
is the
not
thing.
real.
There's no light.
Hey, there's no light. There is
I
no
can't
dark.
see.
I mean, there's no dark. The light exists, but it's just the Hive, the Fallen, the Taken. All
Well,
those.
technically,
they're not.
there is no darkness.
Right.
It's just a lack of light.
It. Why are you like this?
Like there is no cold. It's just a lack of heat.
But yeah, it's not just called the
I'm
darkness.
using Einstein.
anymore.
This is literally things that Einstein had said.
Blanco.
Einstein
Inegro.
made Destiny.
Yes.
He's the one who came up with it.
Einstein
came up with it?
Einstein is
Einstein.
Cade 6.
No, okay, so there's no darkness?
Yeah, it's not called darkness anymore.
What's it called?
It's just individual factions
Evil
of things.
aliens.
It's just the bad guys.
Why are they bad?
because they're bad.
I don't think the Hive are bad. Okay. The reason
I have to shoot them, so they're bad.
you don't have to shoot them.
I have to shoot them.
They shoot at you
really do.
because you're going to shoot them.
No, they shoot at me first as a retaliatory. It's
Honestly,
called
when you
standing
start
my
the
ground.
game and you walk out and then they come to kill you,
Yeah,
I
one
never
ran.
shot them.
One ran up and hit me, and I punched him. That's how it all started. That's the beginning of true warfare.
It's like hits you and you're like,
but-
hey, punch. They're like,
No, you
kill
have
him.
to-
He's gonna shoot us.
You have Fallen who help you through the whole story of Forsaken.
I never said the Fallen were bad.
Yeah, we're not talking about the
there's-
Fallen.
I think the Hive is just ultimately a pure evil.
Yeah, I mean they're literally zombies.
You do what the
Yeah.
Hive.
The
Guardians
Hive
of the
bring
Hive
people.
say.
The Hive bring people back to life against their will.
No,
True
so
monsters.
the Hive.
Actually, if you're gonna say that, the ghosts do.
Yeah, ghosts are.
The
I-
ghosts brought you back.
There's-
against
the
your will.
ghosts are evil.
Is it against
I
my
know.
will? I want to be back to life. I'm totally fine with it.
What?
I want to be brought back to life, so it's fine.
I mean, honestly, if I was going to
If-
be brought back to life to be a guardian, that's pretty much unkillable.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm fine.
Well, you're unkillable unless you're
You're
in
saying
an area
I don't
that's
want it,
like
but I want to.
very
If
far
an
away from the
enemy
light.
snipes the little 2-foot box that is your immortality.
Well, you know
That-
what?
that Baron
You know what I
doesn't
do with that
miss.
2-foot box?
Says
I
so
put
in
it
their
in
lore.
my pocket.
No, you can't do that. You have to go whoosh, and it'd be in front of you.
Well, if they could snipe it,
I mean,
I'd rather
I can just
keep
do
it in
this
my
and it
pocket.
turns invisible, so actually it's totally fine.
Because even Cade was talking to his ghost, and he didn't realize that
See, that was
the
the dumbass-
Baron
that was the
going to
mistake.
snipe. He had to talk to his ghost. He needed to know things.
Couldn't he just talk
He'd
to
use
his
mind.
link
Yeah.
that he
Yeah,
the
just
character
leave,
does half
yeah,
the
just
time?
leave your ghost at home and put like a little headset on.
They actually have an attachment for Alexa that you stick the Alexa inside of, and it looks like a ghost. And you can say, "Hey, ghost, do whatever." And
Hey,
it-
ghost, play
it does
Despacito.
Can I yell, hey ghost? Can I go like, hey ghost, talk like Peter Dinklage? Or just right.
Oh man, I need it. I need it. I need it right now.
No, but you can link it.
Tell me about
to,
the Space Wizards, ghost.
It came from the moon.
Yeah.
Wait,
that's
wasn't
an
there-
old reference to the
what was
first
that?
game right
it
there.
was Skyrim, but for like Alexa, and you could be like,
Oh,
I
the,
do
like,
this. It
the
was-
fake trailer. Yeah.
It wasn't, but it was a real thing.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was,
Yeah, it was.
no,
fake.
it wasn't. It was
It
fake.
was fake.
We're gonna
But I
stop
saw other
talking
people
about.
on YouTube
We're gonna
playing it.
stop talking about this bit because I hated it. So moving on.
So,
Ghost.
the ghost in Forsaken, right?
No, shut up.
The ghost.
Why was there's no darkness anymore? They just said we're done with it. We're just gonna have enemy forces.
Yeah.
So what was the enemy force outside in Destiny 2 where we've not gotten to there yet?
We don't know yet.
Okay, so there's just some ships out there that are like
It's
we're all-
foreshadowing.
We're
It's,
also
it's
bad.
Thanos.
I know what foreshadowing.
That's all it is.
It's Thanos. I'll be there.
I didn't know if this game was gonna be like, and we're talking there.
16
That's
years
who it
from now.
was.
They haven't mentioned
so
them
that
yet,
was just
no.
like a void ball out there, and it's like, what's
Yeah.
up?
They're
I'll
just
be
kind
there
of
eventually.
out there like, what's up, until probably the next
Do you
Comet
kill the
Next game,
Reef
really.
brother?
DLC. The Aldrin?
Yeah.
It is up to your interpretation whether you do or not.
I mean, do I get to decide?
The
who shoot it?
screen cuts black and you hear a gunshot. And you're standing next to someone else who's pointing a gun at him. So you can
Okay.
either believe that you pulled the trigger or they did.
I mean, if they
So
didn't-
either way, he's dead.
Either
they-
way, he is dead as fuck.
Okay,
if,
that's fine.
if they shot next to him,
Yeah,
I'm
did
gonna
he
shoot
shoot
him.
first though?
like, couldn't he have just done a warning shot and shot next to his head?
I mean,
Yeah, it could be like in Fast Five,
See?
one of the greatest
That's-
films of our time, where Vin Diesel picks up a wrench and goes, ah, and then throws his wrench down to like hit the Rock, but then doesn't hit him, and
Yeah.
and is like, and shows that like he's gotten past his issues of
grade A writing
getting
right
into
there.
anger. Yeah, because in the first film he beat his father half to death with like a wrench.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like
I don't remember this.
In the
Yeah.
first film, they're like Terrell's not really a good guy. Here's a picture of his dad after he got through with him, and then like.
Oh, really? I
Uh-huh.
don't remember that at all.
Oh, no,
It's been a
it
long
wasn't.
time, though.
It wasn't his dad. It was another guy who put his dad into a wall in a race,
Oh,
like during a
yes.
race,
Yeah,
and
something
he
like that.
found that dude and beat him
See?
half to death.
Totally accept. No.
Yeah, then like he's like, I've gotten past that. It's the beginning of Fast 5.
Mm-hmm.
And by
It
that
only took
middle-
5 movies.
It took 5 minutes.
He was only in 3 of them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk about Detroit
Okay.
because I never know what movie you're talking about whenever you launch into that.
Have you never seen Fast and Furious before?
Nope.
Have you ever,
It's the
have you
fifth
ever
one.
played Destiny 2 Forsaken?
King.
No.
No, I don't own it.
Talk to me about the robot birds.
Yes, okay.
More birds.
More robots.
There's only 2 birds that you see in the game.
But you only see 2 birds in the game. I find that really hard to believe.
Okay.
2 birds or 2
No,
robots?
no, no.
2 robot
I'm pretty
birds.
sure you
Okay.
could see other birds like
I
in
mean,
the, in
maybe
the plaza just
outside,
around.
yeah.
Yeah,
but
there's
anyway.
some birds.
Yeah, it's real
So
birds.
you just turn
Bird
them
up.
on.
Real birds.
Like you open the bird cage, you turn them on, and you close
Yeah.
the bird cage. That's
Do you have
it.
to wind
It's
them
the only interaction.
What do you want to talk
No,
about?
it was a
I was just kind of. I just said robot birds to be like talk about Detroit. I don't really care about the actual robot birds.
Okay.
I
More
care
like a
about
segue.
them.
Shut up.
So, I want to talk about
Tell
like
me about the birds.
not necessarily the subject matter,
Right now for Hitchcock.
but the genre that Detroit is in is like a choose your own adventure style, third person exploration kind
Like-
of game.
Like Until Dawn.
Yeah.
With a lot more
It's
choices,
actually
I think.
exactly like Until Dawn.
Yeah, it's also like Life is Strange and the Telltale
played that
games.
It's also like Heavy Rain or Indigo Prophecy or Beyond Two Souls.
Except that I would.
Beyond Two-
I
it's
actually
not
wanna
like
play
Beyond
Detroit
Two
Become Human,
Souls.
and I
Doesn't mean
never
every
want to
game's
play
by
Until
David
Dawn. I
Why?
don't
Beyond
like
Two
gore
Souls is
or
an
gore.
action game.
It's good.
It's a
Steve.
beat 'em
What kind
up.
of human wants to see another human
Pause.
ripped apart?
Everyone, you
Something's
two,
wrong.
be quiet. Detroit,
Okay, so
Become Human.
in that genre, do you guys think that it's important for your choices to ultimately matter, or that if
Yes.
the game makes you think that your choices are mattering, even though there might only be like 3 endings?
I mean, at the end of the day, none of the choices matter. It's a video game.
Chase, goddammit.
What
I
are
mean,
you
that's
doing
the whole point
here?
of the game. That's what I argued the other day.
That's yeah.
I was like,
and that's why I said
it
it's.
makes you believe that you've made an impact on the game, but there's like,
and that's why I said
4
it's
or
an
5 real
endurance
endings.
test because I thought that was funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like whenever it feels like it matters. I like it. I like the game
So
to make me feel.
But do you feel betrayed? Like
if it doesn't? Yeah, a little bit.
Do you like the game has stabbed me in the back and I've been like A2, Beyond Human.
Beyond Human?
Yeah, sorry, I meant 2 Human.
Beyond
My favorite Silicon Knights game. What are we talking about?
What?
I'm just naming a bunch of games.
Detroit Become
If
Human.
you
Oh,
had
sorry.
real choice,
I was thinking of
being a
2
murder
Human, the
hobo would be a
360
choice.
game that's really bad.
Is that not a choice?
No.
Now I'm thinking about Detroit Become Human, another game that's really bad.
So,
What's
so
up?
if this game was truly like
Immersive.
gave you choice of everything,
But it does give you
being a
choice.
murder hobo would be a choice where you kill everything.
But yeah,
eat.
that stuff
not just the
sucks.
humans. Everything.
You just turn on
I mean,
the
are you
engine.
The game
asking-
would end
Somebody, you're just like,
immediately. Nope.
Are you asking about like the illusion of choice in games or like in media
Yes.
itself? Well, then like I don't actually care that much.
Media? What other media is there for choice?
for
Choose
choice?
your own adventure books.
D&D. I would like to put as a prime example. There's always an illusion of choice there.
There's a very grand illusion of choice
Yeah,
in D&D.
D&D.
Like
You'll
they're like,
always go
you
where
choose
Chase
what
wants you to
happens,
go.
but the DM's like, I already know what's gonna happen for the next like 5
30 minutes.
sessions.
Yeah,
So
I mean, the thing with me is like, as long as you feel like your choices matter, then it doesn't really matter. That's like really it. Like besides that, like I actually don't care. As long as like the story to me was personal, then I'm like, that's fine.
But see, like in D&D, at the end of the campaign, it's not like, oh yeah, there were only like 3 endings. You still feel like it mattered because you went to all these different places, even though they're like.
Well,
the
yeah, I mean,
same.
it gives you a bigger variety, but like I can be like, since everything's modularized, I can be like, you're like, I'm going to talk to this person, and these 3 people will all give you the same problem. You just had no idea all 3 of them would give you the same problems. But if I told you that, then you'd be like, oh, I might have been cheated. Because if you talk to 10 people I put in front of you, like let's say I have 10 things made up in my head, and I go, all right, talk to these 10 people, and then go, all 10 of these things are very different, but all of them were just the same thing. I just lied to you.
I liked being lied to. Okay.
Yeah, people do. I mean, like, yeah, I agree that like maybe you
Ignorance is
shouldn't
bliss.
see the end screen where it's like, look at all these options, and you're like, my brain now I can see the options. It looks like it's all for naught. But if you had a good time along the way, then you had a good time along the
I
way.
think
Yeah.
that's like the bigger part about D&D is like there may be 1 or 2 endings. You know, you beat the bad guy or you
Yeah.
die. But a lot of there
the
are
choices
choices.
you made
There are
along the
choices
way.
along the way where you can actually choose what you do
Yeah, like so you came
to
to
a certain
Detroit.
extent.
You can walk up to the old man and go, I don't want you to be my surrogate father, and he has to leave. And you have to kill him.
Okay.
And with that surrogate father killing, I think we'll call it a day. Dean, sign us out.
Oh, this has been our podcast, Video Game After Live. Yeah, watch our show.
What's your name?
I'm Dean.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Brenna.
I'm Chase. Bye.